So I'm Cassie Bauknecht. I'm a science teacher at South High School, and I teach within the Waukesha Academy for Health Professions. Before I started doing this, I was still using the Cornell note method, and I would do a variety of different types of Cornell notes in terms of filling some things in and leaving some things blank. But I just had students writing things down, or I would write them up on the board and they would do some copying. And it was a lot of really basic note-taking skills, and I didn't feel like it was really demanding of the students. So I was seeing with some of my students, they just would stare at their blank page. And I was worried that they weren't actually doing the work because they were just nervous, instead of jumping in and feeling okay making mistakes. So now my method of note-taking includes building a Cornell note page on Google Documents, which I then download as a PDF and I post onto Blackboard 9. And we use this digital focused note-taking with Notability, particularly. The students typically receive their note page from me. I'll airdrop it with Apple Classroom, which is really easy, and it makes the transition to note-taking really simple and fast. And now I'm starting to see that the students are not only doing what I ask them to do, but they do it relatively quickly, and they like the creativity of using different colors and of moving their things around. I don't see this hesitancy as I did with the blank sheet of paper. So personally for me as a teacher, with this practice, I need to be reflective before the lesson starts to think about what I actually want my students taking notes on to be able to create the Cornell note page. I'm a big graphic thinker, and graphic organizers were always a big part of my practice. So with Notability, it really allows for students to be able to think graphically within the graphical organizer that I provided for them, because erasing and moving things around and organizing things with the scissor function on Notability is really easy. And once I've modeled all of that for them, which I do, I model everything to make sure that they know what is possible, what tools they have, then they go for it. And I've really seen over just this first year of using Notability, I've seen a lot of growth with the depth that my students are putting in their notes, and they're doing things with organization that I didn't tell them to do and I didn't ask them. And it's really impressive for me to see that next step with and without me modeling it for them. This is the student that I was working with today. She did a really nice job in terms of doing the different colors to showcase the connections, as well as using pictures to amplify what she was doing. You can see here that she has some annotations on her diagram. So they go together nicely. And this is something that would have kind of been either impossible or really challenging for students if they didn't have the online option.
I think one of the great things about using Notability to take focus notes is that there are a variety of colors that you can choose, and also you can either write it, which can help you memorize, or you can type it. And there's a scissor tool that you can move things around and you can put them in different orders, which is really nice to keep it organized. One way that the teacher can really help taking focus notes on your iPad is she can put in guiding questions and stuff to help us beforehand. So when she sends it to us, we can have kind of guidance and we really know what we have to hit.
So these digital focus notes really help to break down the barrier of that blank white page for students. With the ability to type or hand draw, I see students jumping right in and not feeling afraid of making a mistake.